if you're working in RA quality or quality management, how can you navigate from this role into a CEO role in the future?
I'll give it a shot because ironically, just last week, somebody on my team said, do you think we'll ever see a CEO come out of reg? So I think what you need to do is step outside of your business, right? Regulatory is unseen but critical. So you have to get experience in other parts of the business. You have to be savvy about the finances. You have to be savvy about your competitors. You have to be savvy about marketing and R&D. You really need to be a well-rounded person. I don't have an answer to what will take you to being a CEO, but I know rising through the ranks, it's required that you step outside of regulatory.
People that are successful in getting to that role are the people that have not just only done regulatory or quality their whole career. They're the people that have, moved into operations. Operations typically gives you a strong push up, I would say, from what I've seen, and also marketing and sales, right? Like really understanding those key areas is critical when ultimately you're in that role that oversees such a broad spectrum. You have to have that variety of experience. So in what way do you actually go about leading by example when your function, like your role, is actually different to those of the people within your team?
One thing that I like and what I like to think about, and it's something that is usually well known within quality, is say what you do what you say, and prove it. And it means that if you're committed to deliver something on time, you do it. And that applies to anyone. And I like to enforce respect among team members because I think it goes along with building trust. It means that you show up on time to meeting, and those are very simple examples. But I guess it's not a comparison between being a subject matter expert and a leader. On the behavior side, on how you deliver results and what type of results you deliver, you can always lead by example. I mean, even if you're a leader and sometimes your work is not as, let's say, factual or easy to spot as someone who is like truly producing documents, for instance. You have always abilities to deliver concrete example on what you want the team to apply. And I think for me, it's truly of saying what you want to do and doing what you're saying and having evidence of that.
How can innovation be smoothly integrated with the regulatory requirements and lack of availability of notified bodies, at least for EU companies?
Regulatory requirements, the QMS requirements, it's a framework. It's not, this must be done exactly this way. This is where the innovation comes in from the QA and the RA professionals, is that you have a framework, it's a base set of requirements. But no one comes to work every day with the intention of doing their job in the most complicated way possible. Integrating innovation into the requirements should be relatively easy. It's doing what works best for your company within the framework of the requirements, not saying these requirements are the black and white of everything. I'm an extremely gray person when it comes to interpreting the requirements. I always look for a black and white person to keep me under control, but it's more about what is going to help my company succeed as a QARA professional, and not about it must be done A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z.